Hello, Diva Squad, and anyone else who is tuning into this video. So this video is going to be all about ways that you can make money from people even when they don't have money at the time that you are meeting them. So what I want to talk to you guys about is post-dated payments. So a little background on this. There's a lot of consultants who don't want to do post-dated payments because they just feel like it's going to create more work on their end. Or they've tried it and it didn't work so well, maybe because of how they were doing it. So I want to share with you guys what I do and what I find to be super, super successful for me. So again, you do not have to do this. This is just a way to ensure that when you walk into those parties where you get those people who are like, oh, gee, I really want to get some stuff, but I don't get paid till Friday. Before, I would say, great, call me on Friday. And I would walk out of the party. They never called me on Friday, all right? So this is a way to get their order in your hands today and get their payment on Friday. So what I do is at the very end of my party, I let people know when I'm doing my closing, right around where I'm telling people the payment methods I accept, I let them know, hey, if you're looking at your wish list and you absolutely positively know you want A, B, C, and D, but you don't get paid till Friday or next Wednesday, still come into the O room, place your order with me so Susie Hostess will get credit on it tonight, and I will set up a post-dated check or a post-dated credit card transaction with you for the date that you choose, okay? That is all I say about it. Or if somebody says to me, when are we closing this? I don't get paid. I will say to them, you know, at that time, if it's like usually it's before the party even starts, I will let them know. I do accept post-dated payments, okay? So I will take a post-dated payment as far out as they need to. So what I do, I'm going to show you guys two different examples here today of ones that I have going on. So first of all, there is a little background prep to this. I have a binder. Those of you guys on my team, you know I have binders for everything. And inside, it's an accordion-like binder. Inside, I have one of these little tabs that says money due. It could be just as simple taking like a manila folder and writing money due or IOU or whatever you want to write on it. So when somebody sets up a post-dated payment with me at a party, this is kind of what it looks like. So I fill out her order form as normal, everything she wants, and I mark it down. I write down her credit card information unless she gives me a post-dated check. And then what I do is, okay, you can see it. I will write IOU. I write the date, which is kind of blurry. So this girl specifically is paying this Friday, 11/3. And I ask them, I will say, do you want me to text you before I run your card or not? If they don't want me to text them, I write the words no text. And if they do want me to text them, I write the word text. Now, the reason I text people is because if she's doing it for next week, I don't want her to forget about it and then get this charge and think it's fraud. So when they tell me not to text them, if it's a really big order, I still will just because it makes me a little nervous. But if this one's a $49 order, so I'll text her, no problem. Or I won't text her. She doesn't want to text. Now, what I would do with her paperwork is I put it in my folder that says money due. And now I know what you're probably thinking, like, holy moly, that's a lot to keep track of. Like, if I have 5 people with post-dated payments all different days, well, that is where my calendar comes into play. Because what I will do is I will flip to the date. I don't know if this is showing up blurry for you guys or not, but I will put a little to-do note that says the word IOU. So on Friday, November 3rd, when I come into my office in the morning, I'm going to look at my to-do list for that day, and I'm going to see IOU, which tells my brain to go to the folder and do what I need to do with her payment. So that is one way I do a post-dated payment. The second way I do a post-dated payment, and this one has been going on, sometimes you get those ladies who just want to treat and spoil themselves, but they literally just don't have the money. So I actually had a woman, she gave me a $371 order back in September, and she heard me say during the party how I take, you know, the post-dated payments and whatnot, and she wanted to actually just set up a payment arrangement. So with her, she put down $40 on a $371 order, and she's been paying $20 a week ever since. So with her, it looks like this. And again, it's probably blurry, but I use the note side here, and it starts with a balance. And each time I run her card every Friday for $20. I put the date 10/6, 10/13, 10/20, 10/27, and I screenshot that and I text it to her. So now she's down. I mean, she's still got a ways to go, but she's paid over $100, and she was able to get the stuff that she wanted. Otherwise, she would never have gotten it because she couldn't treat herself to that big of an order. So same deal with her. She goes into the IOU folder, and then every Friday I spaced it out and I wrote IOU on every Friday for as long as we will need to, you know, do her payment. I do let people pay things off early if they're setting up that ongoing payment plan with me. Because what do I care, right? I'm getting money sooner than later. So now that is going to bring up the question of, okay, so you do post-dated payments. What do you do about their product? So I carry full inventory. So I always usually have almost everything on hand. So this is what I do. And we always say, don't judge your clients, don't judge your parties, but I will judge my clients and my parties when I set up a payment arrangement. Meaning, if all I heard throughout the entire party is how she has no money, you know, her car broke down, she can't pay rent, all this stuff, and then she comes in and wants to do a post-dated payment with me, I do not give her the product. All right. I put it aside so I have it, and then I will ship it right out. Like if on this order with 11/3, if that was the case, I would just ship it right out on 11/3 when I run her card. If I get a good vibe from them, if I've partied with them before, if they've done a payment arrangement with me before, I will give them their stuff, which is crazy. I know it could be, you know, it could backfire on me. Knock on wood, has not yet. But the reason I do that is just because it's like in good faith. Like, here's your product, give me my money. All right. So that is how I work my post-dated payment things. I do give the hostess the credit the night of her party. All right, because let's face it, even this $371 order, if she canceled it, like if she placed it and I gave the hostess $37 off of that, what is $37 costing me? It's costing me, well, like $20, right? Not even $20. It's costing me like 15. So I weigh it out. I'd rather take a gamble on somebody canceling their order, which, by the way, very rarely happens, especially because you're letting them pay you later. But if that were the case, you could always just deduct out and say, well, that's fine. But, you know, if they already paid for part of it or whatnot, you could work it out. I'm not going to get into extensive detail over it because it should be very rare that you're getting people that are doing that. And if you find you are, you might want to kind of tweak your payment post-dated payment arrangement, or not. There are parties I won't even offer it at, just because, you know, if I hear a lot of chatter about like, I'm not buying anything today, I don't have any money today. If everyone in the room is kind of saying that, I'll be a little more cautious on the side of it. But as long as you're getting their card information and you're getting their card in your hand so you can write it down, so you know the numbers right and everything, you have their information. And yes, I make them all sign their order forms. It's signature on the X, attesting to post-dated payment, running my card on this day. Here's my permission. So that is what I want to tell you guys about post-dated payments. Since I started doing this, like, I don't know, 8 months ago, it's really changed my party sales. But that being said, I don't get tons of post-dated like that. I would say each week I'm probably getting maybe like 2 or 3 people who want to, you know, push it out. But it's really great for those girls who are paid bi-weekly. And when you do a party that everyone's paid bi-weekly and you're on the off week and you get everyone that's like, oh, I can't buy anything today, it's a huge difference when you say, well, you can do like a layaway plan with me, and I can run your card next Friday. Because then everyone's like, oh, perfect, you know, here's what I want. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys on that. If you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, happy post-dated payment selling. I'll see you guys soon.